Hello everyone, this is Miss Ruth and we are going to go on a hunt to see if we can find all the colors of the rainbow out here in the woods. And I'll kind of turn around so y'all can get an idea of where we're going. And we're going to go on a little hike and see if we can find all the colors. So we're going to look for red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. All right, here we go.
If we venture into the garden, we might find some red there.
What'd you find, Ben?
I found a radish.
Oh, wow.
And it's ooh, that's a nice pink red. What?
So that's a pretty red. Now,
Yeah.
what part of the plant is that? What part of the plant is it?
Starts with an R. It's a root.
Right. So we found a root of our vegetable that's a pretty red. That'll be good in our salad.
Yeah. There's some yellow.
And Ben has found yellow. And this yellow, so what part of the flower is this? Or what part of the plant is this? I just told you the answer. That's a flower, and this is tiny little clover. So we've got some clover that's a really pretty yellow on its flowers. Okay, now we need an orange. Where are we going to find any orange? Does anybody have any ideas?
Maybe Ginger. She's an orange.
Ginger. Ginger's orange. She's got kind of an orangish shade to her fur.
She's also a brownish.
And this is Fenris. Fenris is another of our dogs.
And so is Marianne over there.
And then Marianne, who's over here, she's got just a hint of orange on her too. She's got kind of an orange face. And if you look, there's a special shape on top of her head. Oh, she's kind of camera shy though. So Marianne's special shape on top of her head was a heart.
Oh.
And Ben has found some mushrooms that are kind of an orangey color. Now mushrooms are in another group. They are not plants. They're actually fungi. But they're kind of a cool orange color.
There's some green. Oops, got two.
Awesome. This is a sweet gum. And sweet gums have a beautiful shape to their leaf. What does that kind of look like? It kind of looks like a star. So they have a star-shaped leaf. And I think it's got a image of it up in the light. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And that's a part of the plant that's the leaf. So the leaf is nice and green like this so that it can make food for the plant. Now, near Hank's foot is another green that you should know about. So this plant right here, if you look, it has 3 leaflets on it. And that one is poison ivy. So it's a good idea to stay away from this plant because it can make you very itchy. So another one of the weird plants is this. So this is a moss. And moss is a pretty green color. And it doesn't even have a stem. It just has little tiny leaves. So it's got its little tiny leaves and it's really low to the ground. You can see Hank's hand, so it's really small.
Oh, and
really
they're squishy. They're like
soft.
sponge.
So they're like a sponge, and because they don't have that stem to suck up water, they have to be in an area that stays moist. Oh, look. Right here is another fern. And this is a Christmas tree fern. Now, ferns are different than other plants. They have the stem, and they have their leaves, but instead of having seeds and flowers, they have spores. And their spores are on the back of their leaf. Isn't that cool? So their way that they reproduce is right there, and they send out these little puffs of things that are kind of like seeds, but they're called spores. And those things are sporophytes, and that is awesome. So one of our plants, this tall one right here, does anybody know what that might be?
Pine tree.
It's a pine tree.
Look.
So our pine tree is a weird one because it doesn't have any flowers. So a pine tree, if you look way up at the top, you can see, maybe you can see some pine cones. And here's our pine cone. And the seeds get held inside of each of those little parts. Now blue's a color that's kind of difficult to see out in nature. Miss Ruth was going to cheat and say this beautiful, beautiful sky is very blue. But while we were out hunting, we happened to find some blue in nature. So look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a caterpillar. These are little tent caterpillars, and they like to live on oak trees and cherry trees. And if you look really closely, you'll see that beautiful blue, hint of blue in there.
And they have really cool designs on them too.
They do have really cool designs.
Ooh, indigo. Indigo.
Oh wow, we found some indigo. And this is a beautiful cornflower. These are cornflowers. Another name for them is bachelor buttons. Now, what part of the plant are we looking at? What part of the plant are we looking at?
I think it's a flower.
Yep, so we've got the flower of the
Oh,
plant.
look, and you can even see that these are all separate flowers.
Oh, yeah.
To make
so
one
it's
big
got lots
flower.
So now we're on a hunt for our last color. We found all the colors, and we're going to see if we can find our last color. There it is.
And that plant is a bearded iris.
Bearded iris with beautiful, beautiful purple flowers.
So
So we can see a
it has
lot
a
on the
beard.
flower, and it looks like a beard, and right in there, I don't know how well you can see it, but right in there where it looks like it's got its tongue sticking out, that's where the different pollinators will go to get pollen and nectar.
Hold on. There's another blue.
Oh, there's
yeah.
a hint of blue in there. Very cool.
Ow, ow.
Okay.
That's Miss
So
Ruth.
we have found all of our different colors, and so we've completed our hike. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Bye.
This is Hank.
Okay, everybody, so to do a quick review of our nature hike, here is a little chart that I made, and it's got all of our colors for our nature colors. It's got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And Hank and Ben helped do the painting for these. And then we've got the words of what we found as well as a Miss Ruth picture. So I'll kind of zoom in on this. So we've got our red. And with our red one, we found a radish. And here's Miss Ruth's picture of the red radish. And then for our orange, we had Ginger the dog and a mushroom. So there's our pictures of Ginger and a mushroom. For yellow, we had clover and our mystery flower. And for our green, we had sweet gum, poison ivy, moss, ferns, pine trees, all sorts of green plants. And here's Miss Ruth's sad pictures. Don't look at the tree. It's terrible looking, but that's okay. It was fun to draw. And for our blue, we had the sky, and then we had the tent caterpillar. It had that weird stripe on him of a pretty blue. And for our indigo, we had our cornflowers. There's my cornflower. And to end up with violet, we had our beautiful bearded iris. And there's Miss Ruth's picture of the bearded iris. So this is something that you could do at home. You can look around inside your house or outside and see if you can find all the colors of the rainbow. Thanks so much.